The first image from the Aquaman movie features Jason Momoa reprising his role from Justice League, though the actor says that film is only the tip of the iceberg. Aquaman's solo movie is set to be released next year and will give fans more background on the hero torn between two worlds. Aquaman will be directed by James Wan, Furious 7, and stars Momoa alongside Amber Heard as Mera, Nicole Kidman as Queen Attilanna, Willem Dafoe as Nuitas Volko, Patrick Wilson as Orm, Dolph Lundgren as King Nereus, and Temuera Morrison as Thomas Curry. While Aquaman was a good hype man in Justice League, most of the character's mythology was cut from the film. There was no explanation of his disdain for Atlantis or why he might feel so torn between his underwater kingdom and the world of man. There will be a lot to dive into with this character in his solo film, especially since Aquaman isn't quite as well known from the comics. In an interview with You, Momoa describes how the Aquaman solo film will be different from what fans saw in the superhero team-up Justice League. You can also check out the first image of Momoa in Wan's movie, below. Justice League was only a weekend in Arthur Curry's life. This is a totally different beast. In Aquaman, you see when his parents met and what happened to them, then the little boy being raised and finding his powers and going through that and never being accepted on either side, and then becoming this man who puts up all these walls. You just slowly see this man harden up and be completely reluctant, wanting to be king and not knowing what to do with these powers he has. While it was fun to see a hard-drinking, mostly shirtless, full of bravado Aquaman in Justice League, it will also be nice to see him have more depth and emotion as a character trying to find his place in two worlds. Although based on the above picture, it seems the shirtless thing is staying. Director Wan also spoke to You about putting his own spin on the film, and it involves more than just characters not speaking inside air bubbles. It's going to look very different. It will feel very different. Aesthetically, tonally, story-wise, it's my own take. It's a much more a traditional action-adventure quest movie. Momoa is perfectly suited for this tone with roles in both Game of Thrones and Frontier, large-scale shows with plenty of adventure and action. Plus, he more than looks the part of an underwater king with his long locks and physicality. Given Justice League's lack of success at the box office, it will be interesting to see if DC fans embrace Aquaman's solo film more by comparison. Source: